Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved with me, Lathrix, and welcome to a bit of a mini side project I'm currently working on. I've been trying out different shapes and sizes of pens for our farming efforts in the not-so-distant future, and I've grown to quite like this one, with 2 storage areas for whatever the hell we want to put in there, 1 feeding area, and we can make it all doored off if we wish, with the bigger animals. We'll obviously have to make a bigger version of this with the proper animal door. But still, I'm quite happy with that. So that's how we're starting off today, talking about farming, because we do need to farm eggs a little bit more than we currently are. For our kibble efforts, I've only been able to make maybe 10 pieces of kibble since we actually started this island, so not the best farming effort, but still. Today, we are going to be, however, focusing on electricity. Yes, we're going to be trying to light up the island with lights, electrical wires, and all that good stuff. Now, I'm at a bit of an impasse. I'm unsure whether I want to put the generator inside our main house, which of course will make it next to the fabricator and other things inside the house which will want electricity. However, that will make it more difficult to put the electrics where I want it to be, which will be mostly in places like the beach, which needs to be lit up in the night, which will look awesome. So that is... it's hard to decide that, or perhaps making a shack somewhere like here, a small shack against the wall which is purely for electricity. I'm not sure just yet, but what we need to do is we need to make the electrical generator, which I'll be skipping ahead to in just a second. But first, I've finally done something which everyone's been asking me to do. I've brought Derp over. Hello, Derp. Oh, you're still just as confused as always, up and down, left and right. Who's a little Derp? You've grown a little bit since I've last seen you, but you're still adorable. Yes, you are. Okay, so let's skip ahead and make ourselves a generator. Okay, time to check just what we need to make the thing we want to make. So the electrical generator, we need 25 metal ingots and 10 electronics. Now I don't actually know how much of anything electronics take. They need 1 metal ingot and 3 pearls. So in total we'll need 30 pearls and 35 metal ingots, and that will be everything we need. Okay, fantastic. Let's just jump down. And I know we have enough pearls by a long shot. We definitely don't have enough metal ingots yet, though. So I'm going to have to go mining for a second, and we'll produce that. And in the process, I'll go back to the... Actually, what I could do... Yeah, what we're going to need to do is go back to the main base and quickly grab the electrical cable recipes so we can start that as well. I guess I better turn off the fire... Hello, Gertrude. How you doing, girl? Stop looking through the window, though. That's kind. That's actually remarkably creepy. Are you done? Good. Let's put the metal ingot in here. Okay, so back in a second, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the old base for the recipes, and while I'm there, I can use the Ankylos or the dough, I forgot its full name, to get some metal. Why are you there? Beep, beep. There we go. That's better. I'm not quite sure how that even happened. So back in a second. Really, I'm actually stuck here? Is this how I'm going to die? I'm going to die of starvation here? Oh, fine, I'll go around the long way. Come on, Gertrude, let's go. Hello, bookcase. What do we have here? We actually have to make one of these for the island, honestly. So, let's have a quick look, see what do we want. I would actually like to try and test out the improvised explosives, as these are basically an explosive trap that I didn't test out before. So I will actually grab that and take that with me. We also have shotgun, we don't care about grenades, no... there's one of the inclined electrical wires. One of the various kinds of electrical wires we want. Here's another inclined. Whoops-a-daisy. We do have all of them, I recall. Because I remember looking back, but they might not all be in here, that's the problem, as I did have them in multiple boxes for quite some time, because it was long before I actually made this. Okay, there's the incline. So we have incline and regular then. So at least that is all we actually need to get everywhere. Let's have a quick look. So in case I am wrong, we actually don't have them all, which is very possible, because I may have threw them away. It's been so long. We need the inclined, vertical, and the regular. We have the regular, we have the intersection. So I would like very much, though, the vertical, because inclined, although it works, will make it a very long process. Instead of going straight up, it will simply go at an angle. which will be a little bit annoying. So let's see if we can find them somewhere else in the area. I know they're here somewhere. Aha! There we go. So out of 10 boxes, it's in this one. I know I had it somewhere. Okay, so we have the vertical electric cable, and we have the inclined electric cable, and we have the regular horizontal electric cable. Also, that is really creepy. It's because we're near the river and we're near so many coals. The lag is I mean, you can see them here. There's at least look over. Yep, the amount of lag I'm getting right now, looking directly at that little shoal, is ridiculous. I don't want to turn down the settings. I'm having fun on high. It's just at the moment this can occasionally happen. My God, that is so creepy. Oh, let's get out of here. Let's get back to the island quickly. No, you're not Dusk. Dusk. I'm sorry, Hope. I'll be back to say hello to you again soon. That reminds me, I really do need to start putting flags down on the island as well. Well, here we are, back on our island sanctuary, hoping that the electrical elements are quite cheap. It's been quite some time since I've actually made these, so I have no idea. So, structures, electrical, and let's have a quick look-see. They just require metal. Really? Well, obviously the outlet's a little bit more expensive, but we don't need quite as many of those, thankfully, as we do the cables. Well, that's actually wonderful. Yeah, it's all just pure metal. Excellent. Okay, then. So in that case, I will go and do some mining, as I forgot to do it on when I went back to the main base, because I have the memory of a peanut. Let's get up to the metal deposits up top, and then I'll do some mining. I guess I'll take Lump and Gertrude, since they have the better carrying capacity, so we can go in just one adventure, one jaunt, one go. Come on, even though Dusk would get there faster, these can take a lot more, so back in a second. Well, surprisingly, all of the greenery up here has already came back, so that's brilliant. Wow, even some of the ores have. Yes, I still haven't got round to turning on the high-definition ore, so it looks like, well, this. So, let's see how much we can get. I'm hoping to be able to get a full inventory for all of my animals without having to mine out every single thing on the island. Now, what I really do need to do is tame an ankylo down here, since originally I wasn't going to stay down here as much as I've chosen to, so I didn't really tame one because I just thought it'd get no use. After doing like 3 or 4 mining trips, it's definitely worth it now for me to tame an ankylo or two. They also produce eggs, so it even goes with the whole farming concept. Now, Lump here, I've been levelling up the weight of quite a bit, so yeah, you're almost at 300 now. I think that's what I also need. Maybe a couple more Phiomias. Okay, let's just finish off the mining trip and get back to making some electricity. Okay, there's enough to at least make the generator itself. And while I've been waiting, because it's been a freaking long time, I decided to make some gunpowder, because it's actually a lot easier now to make gunpowder than it used to be, purely because of how much easier it is now to get stone. So I might start using my guns again on a more regular basis, being less scared of wasting ammo. I've also brought the crystals from the plesiosaur over here, because we need the crystals very, very soon. I'll tell you why after I make 10 of these. I think that was 10, okay, brilliant. Because we're going to structures, we're going to electrical, no, we're going to electric. The lampposts actually require crystal. Thankfully, they're quite cheap otherwise, which is actually, I thought they cost a lot more metal than this. So we're going to be able to make both of these fairly easily. We're also going to be able to make today the refrigerator, which will most likely go downstairs somewhere, which is fantastic. I want to see just how effective this actually is. So eventually we will have the generator on full time, and I think we will be making it in here purely because we have the things like the fridge and such. So I'm going to simply put it, actually, I'm not sure where I want to put it though, there's the problem. Now, I'm fairly certain you can actually put wires through the walls, so we're going to test that before we actually place our generator. So let's just go to electrical. We want a couple of verticals, make 3 of those, let's make 3 of those, let's make 3 of each type. Probably 1 more vertical though, because we do need to go all the way down, and maybe 1 inclined as well. Okay, let's quickly pop those into our inventory and let's see how we can use them. vertical straight, and we have the vertical horrors. No, wait, no. Oh, both of these are, okay, yeah, I thought it was called horizontal, the straight ones, but they're literally called straight. Okay, so let's have a quick test. So 7. So the question is, can I actually bring it down? Because if I do have it up here, it's going to be placed here-ish. Let's just have a quick look at the size of it so I know. Yeah, it'll be put like there. So we can test out. Maybe just put it here anyway. We can always wire it through the window. So yeah, and let's just ignore the fact I just fell, shall we? Let's ignore that. That totally didn't happen. Turn it off for now, so it's a bit quieter in here. Sweet quietness. And let's pop down the generator facing like this, because I think that which will look better. I think it'll look better looking this way, I think. No, I think the flat section facing forward will look a little bit nicer. This is going to go out the window, which actually isn't a terrible thing. There we go. I've just realised this might be a bit too close to actually... Ah, yeah, it does go straight through the floor. That's excellent. Now, can this generate power for this? I think I did it before. I'm not sure if it can or can't. So that's going all the way down. Now, so what we need next then, I guess, is the structures... electrical rather. We need the outlets, which require 3 electronics. So we'll quickly go ahead and make that, then we'll go ahead and grab some more metal. Ah, we won't have enough metal for that. Okay, so back in a second when I make the outlets. Okay, so we have our outlet here, which is sadly not connecting to the fabricator. That could either be just that the fabricator does not connect to the outlet the junction box, or it could be that it's just we have to place the fabricator afterwards and such, but I don't think it actually does connect. This is a Bronto. I'm going to either tame or kill that Bronto fairly soon. Anyway, so yeah, this cable here is already connected. So we're probably going to look into ways of putting this outside. Now, how would we want to do that is the question. Because this only seems to want to connect like this, which would be right in the way, which isn't what we want. So what I might have to do instead is have the... where are you? The inclined cable instead, and have this connected to the window section where it's currently sticking out of awkwardly. Even like that, yeah. So this way, it's straight away, it's outside. Okay, yeah, this is how we're going to do it instead. And this should be able to go all the way down to the floor. Fantastic. In which we should be able to... Oh, can't see it. That's really curious. Apparently it is connecting. Whoa, apparently it's there. I can't see it though, but it is apparently attached to the other cable. Whoa, can we use the vertical? Okay, the vertical can be used to find out where the cable is, but at least this means we can actually cable under the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that, and we'll be right back once we have some of the lighting fixtures made or something, or at least I have put the cables where I want them to be. So, actually, where do I want them to be? So, I want a junction box around here, actually. So, we've currently got one of these in our hand. We're putting it here. So now there should be an outlet here, an outlet here, and an outlet here. So we're going to actually put an outlet piece there so that we can add some lighting around here. We're also going to do the same and maybe put another junction here. Okay, this is going to be really awkward. There's probably a better way of doing this, but I can't think of a better way. Well, there we have it, our very first light source, proving that the underground cables actually work. Hurrah! Now, I can't yet, I just have to grab these, sadly. So, what we need to do now is continue our path and just, well, slowly figure out where the cables are and move them along. Again, I bet there's a better way of doing this, but I can't figure it out for the life of me. Really going underneath this rock would be the fastest route, since we want them, I want them like around the water's edge here, or at very least here, this path I'm just walking out here, so that there's a way we can see inside. It would be very nice. We do have one of the other lights as well, which is this one, the non-omnidirectional ones, so these ones only face one way up, which are probably stronger, I imagine, but I don't know, we'll find out, we'll find out. Haha! Thankfully, with the wiring, the only really expensive things are the lampposts and the actual intersection. No, not the intersection. The electrical outlets themselves, which are the most expensive piece of the whole puzzle, really. So there we are. We have our basic lighting. Well, at least looking in. I'm thinking about putting one in the middle. I did just accidentally put down one of the outlets here anyway, so I could put this here. But I like having the larger gap though, in case we do have a Bronto, we could run into issues if we block this. So now we need to start moving down towards the actual water line itself, and I've got a feeling. Let's make sure that actually went in the correct place. It did. I've got a feeling. Yeah, this is going to be an issue because now. Let's go to one of the other intersections I put down a second ago. We're going to go from being in the dirt, being underground, to being not so underground. So we're going to have to figure out a way around that. And I think we may need to use an inclined piece, which I haven't actually got at the moment, to go out of the dirt, kind of onto the land, and back into the dirt once we've kind of got an idea of a flat area. I mean, thankfully this is remarkably flat on the beach. Thankfully, water doesn't react negatively to electricity as much in this game, so we can do that. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So let's go ahead and grab that. I also did test out one of the regular, regular lampposts. Do not like them as much as these. They're the exact same height. They just have the light going in one direction. So if you do want, I don't know, it to face left or right only, then well, that's the best way to do that. Oh, we've actually. Did I really put the last of my metal up there already? Oh, I must have, okay. Well, back in a second once I craft the inclined and try and sort all that out. Okay, so what I'm doing now, after going on 2 more mining trips, is I'm putting down where I want the lamps to be, the lampposts. So I want this entire section lit up. I want basically half of the... would you call this a lake? I don't think you would because it's still attached to the ocean. This little... safe harbour, this little harbour I suppose. I want it completely lit up at least half of the way around. I don't know why I want this, but I just kind of do. So I'm going to quickly put these down, then I'm going to get back to placing the cables. Now, I've opted to make way more of the intersection cables than I actually need. The reason is they are so much easier than the directional ones to actually put down. Because, let me just show you. Boingy, boingy, boingy. Putting these down is just a lot easier. As soon as we get near the cable, it should click up again. We're at the moment, we're only really going over this way. There we go, so we can't see it right now. And the big problem is with using the directional ones. Can I put it closer to this? There we go. Is that now, if I wanted to go this way, I'd have to use only this one, and then I'd end up using intersections anyway. So instead of doing that, I'm simply connecting intersections to intersections, so that if I need to turn, it's a very simple process. Now, I do need to go and make some more of these in a second. Don't worry, I won't bore you with that. Although I do feel like this is going to be quite a short episode, because this is taking a lot longer than I would have hoped. Oops, there's it. So it goes there. Let's have a quick look. Okay, now we want to go more this way. Here. And I'm going to place one of these down right now, because that is where I'm going to add my next outlet. I'll also have an outlet here. As you can see, they can go for a very, very long distance. So, now these should actually be able to be turned on, shouldn't they? Yes, but I want to turn them on all at once. So they're actually not as strong as I was hoping they'd be as well. Thankfully, that like buzzing noise does go away quite quickly as well. So this is going to look awesome in the night once all of this is lit up. I do need to go this way a bit more as well. So I'll be right back once I've got a bit further. Well, there we have it. The crown of the lake, or whatever it's actually called, the reservoir, the harbour, has been finished with lighting. Yes, it's all nicely lit up. Although you can't really tell much other than the reflections during the day. It's all been, it's mostly underground. The only sections actually above ground with the cables are actually at the house, and then over here. Lord, did that take longer than expected. I even had to go and farm a little bit more crystal. Thankfully, not much. I only had to go back to the cave again for a tiny bit more from what we left, and then I used all of my crystal making these lampposts, so once again, I am crystal barren, and so I'll need to go and find some more crystal soon, either in one of the regular caves, like over there with the bat cave, or just more underwater hunting. So, let's wait until nighttime and see how it looks. Time for some AFKing. Darkness has descended upon us. I can hardly see the hand in front of my face. If only we had some form of solution. Click. Oh my lord, that is actually a lot brighter than I expected. Oh, let's have a... I was actually ready to be underwhelmed there. Let's quickly get outside and... Wow, if you just looked at this screen now, you can hardly even tell it's nighttime. That's wonderful. Come on, Dusk, let's have an aerial view of this. And let's give it higher. Oh, that looks wonderful. I think, okay, they're a little bit... I either expected them to be far too bright or really underwhelming. They're actually a really nice medium. So instead, what I think I'm going to do is actually run the lights all the way along the inside of our little lake slash reservoir slash dock here, and then have it like that, and then perhaps... Well, we could technically light up the entire island, which would be very interesting. I'll need to check if the electricity is drained faster, so the fuel is drained faster, if more items are actually being used, but... Wow. Oh, just realised that... It looks like I've missed one here. Oh, excuse me, Dusk. I'm just going to put a lamp here, which should automatically connect, I think. Which it does. Wonderful. And... on. There we go. Really happy with that, actually. So, this was like 2.5 hours plus work, but... Now I've got all the basic stuff kind of implemented, it should be a lot faster to continue. I'm not sure though, I don't think I'm going to light up the entire island, but I definitely need to light up around the house a lot more, and perhaps around the farm once the farm is finished. So I may have one more episode on the island, because I do really want to do that, or I may simply go back to the mainland. Either way, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that ARK Survival Evolved is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you again, and goodbye.